Right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, glory to
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai.
Double honor to the apostles. And salutations, you brothers, doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and charity. All right, and to it, this is an article that the brother Ariella posted to us earlier. I'll go into it. Because, hey, quite frankly, man, the nations are done with this place. The nations are fucking pissed at America, man. Yeah,
I don't know why it's acting like that, bro. No, that's on. We live.
Refresh.
If need be, we just have to read it off something else. Because it was just showing before we went on. Now we went on. I say you want to fuck around. Yeah.
All right, so it says North Korea says Trump's America first, U.S. empire of evils. So let's read into it.
All these damn pop-ups and shit. Okay. But all right, so it says North Korea has disparaged President Donald Trump's trademark. Salaki. So it says North Korea has disparaged President Donald Trump's trademark stance, predicting that it would ultimately bring down the U.S. and its global sphere of influence.
So
you notice it didn't say flat. No, flat Earth fuckers, man. Global sphere of influence,
And actually, when you look through history, when nations get that nationalist idea, they country first, they fall. Just like Kaiser Wilhelm, he was for Germany. He wasn't for the world, so he failed. They had no use for him. Just as Hitler. Kaiser, just as Hitler, they was for Germany, and they failed, man. You can't be about yourself. You got to be about the one world government. But that's what Esau has set out to establish, man. All right, to establish everybody being one, been under his control.
It says,
in fact, I got a precept for you. Just on this last king right here. This Daniel 7:20. Now the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. All right, that's that pride of America, man, to be the one that police the world, and then now it's all about themselves. All right, that's that pride of America, man. That stout look, they above every fucking body.
That's right.
And keep in mind that global sphere of influence, man. All right, they push their idea to the world, man. And all the world follow after them and their philosophies, man. All right, they wasn't following the ideas of China, Saudi Arabia, the ideas of Africa. All right, the way the image is set up, they didn't even follow ideas of Germany or England. They followed the ideas of America. It's really just the face of the company, the horn that rode the back of the piece.
Yep. I got some for you. This is Jeremiah 51:7. It's been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. You notice it said all the earth, man. So it goes back to what? That global fear of this of influence. It says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
And that's what we're seeing right here. The nations are mad after following after the ways of America, drinking that wine, following that Western mindset, whatever they say go. You know, following their philosophies, following their doctrine, man.
It says Radom Sinum, the official newspaper of the ruling Korean Workers' Party Central Committee, published an article Monday claiming that Trump's doctrine accelerates isolation and ruin of the empire of evils, the empire of evils in all aspects of politics, economy, military affairs, and diplomacy. You know, and that sounds like Nahum, man, about this devil being made bare, man. You know, and these nations is seeing this horror for what it is. Nahum 3 and R34. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts, behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame, man. You got North Korea calling what? The empire of evils, man. Being led by who? This whore. You know? So all this goes back to Esau being made bare, man. You know? I'm gonna keep going. It says, which reported the views of North Korea's own internationally ostracized administration, highlighted the foreign criticism Trump has faced trying to defend the nationalist slogan that he insisted does not mean America alone. And how is that possible, though, man? He say America first, but it don't mean America alone, though. You know, you going after the interests of this place, man. And if they don't deal with if they don't get in bed, what happens, man? They cut off funding. They send in they troops. What do they call it? It's a word I'm looking for. It's like a coup. It's like a coup. Like a coup d'etat. You know what I'm saying? It's like an overthrowing of a government, but they do it secretly though, man. Like Esau did with Saddam Hussein. What he did with Muammar Gaddafi. You know. It says America's first calling for sacrificing the world for its own abundant life drives even the allies and henchmen of the U.S. into a dilemma and creates a chaos in the overall West economy, the article read, according to the state-run Korean Central News Agency.
Con, you can read that Nahum you read over?
Mm-hmm. This is Nahum 3 and 4. It says, because of the multitude of the favorite harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft.
Right, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and witchcraft, man. These other lands gathered the citizens and robbed them of their natural resources, man. To live this lavish lifestyle, man. To live deliciously, man. America has done that. Hey, and you other heathens, it was all good. It was all good to do that when you was getting rich. That was no fucking problem, right? But now you guys hate the whore. All right, because the whore is thinking about herself now. She's right. Not giving you that money now.
Right. And at first,
Revelation 18 on there.
Yeah, they thought it was, they thought it was cool and smooth because they basically fell for his okie doke because Esau, he always comes with smooth words. He comes feigning peace. All right. But like it says in the scriptures, they were all of them smooth words and oil and butter.
but yet his words were drawn swords. And now the nations are seeing that. But this is Isaiah 14:6. It says, "He who smote the people in wrath, stroke. He that ruled in anger is persecuted and none hindered." All right, they seeing this devil go down, and they also seeing that they have been hoodwinked and bamboozled. All right, that they ain't about basically basically peace for all, and these treaties and these deals, so-called deals that they make. I'm gonna jump down to verse 9. It says, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee." Talking about these other nations. "All the chief ones of the earth from their thrones, all the kings of the nations." And these same nations who years ago wouldn't have dared came at America, man. See, but now they saying like, whoa, 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 wait, whoa. For one, not only have you lied and hoodwinked us with your you going down, so not only did you fuck with us, but now we see you going down.
After you read that, have you become as weak as us?
That's what I was. That's why now they say, have you become as weak as we? And they all scrambling, thinking they got next or something. They ain't scared of the big bad wolf no more, because they can see what's happening. Go ahead.
America first is being buffeted of the international community, as it is a doctrine to turn the world into a theater of rampage by the jungle law and arbitrary practices. It had it. It had it, and that's Esau doing what? That's his deceits, man. That's his whole MO. What? Speaking smooth words that he's thinking that he's for you, that he's there to help you. And then what, man? He's the first one stabbing you in the back, like Sirach says. You shall find him there first, man. In all these countries that America claims to be helping, when it's trouble, you find out who was the ones that was occupying the goddamn place, man.
You find him there first.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
This is a 12 and 16. It says, "An enemy speaking sweetly with his lips, he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there to help, yet shall he undermine thee." Esau's MO in every country that he go into, man. He or the mistreating their citizens. In his army in there, man. And then when all chaos and hell breaking through out that gun, be there to set things right. No, man, he the cause of it.
Right.
That America's of the rampage. It says what in Obadiah? Speaks about in Obadiah. Verse. how are his heads being sought up? And that's through the spirit, man. You know, we read the Nahum, he lifted, your thigh being made bare, man. So all the nations is seeing what, man? And it's in you. It says even to the border, the men that were at peace with thee and prevailed against thee, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, understanding in them, man. You know? So uh, uh, it says last in the world, Richmond of the U.S. You know? So you see it playing out, man.
He made all there, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Spoiled his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let the widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, because behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. Thou art altogether he that altogether, and art thou he that shall be punished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And it's starting, man. It starts. All of the things that he didn't set up, you know, all the lies, all the fool's gold, you know, it's being made bare. It's being shown what they really was all about. It's being shown that no, they can't keep their promises, their treaties. All right, it's showing what they own. This is Habakkuk 2:5. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. Like the brother was talking about, they going in claiming that, oh yeah, this guy is that's over these nations is doing his people wrong, when actually it was contrary. When they go in, one take them down, puppet leader. You know, this is their MO. Never satisfied. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and he unto himself all people. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. Mm-hmm. It says, how long? And to him which laden himself with thick clay. That's what this whole money system is a debt-based currency. All right? The dollar is backed by nothing. And all these nations are seeing this. In fact, verse 7, it says, up suddenly that shall bite thee, shall vex thee, shall be for booties unto them. Spoil many nations, deep is blood of the land of the city and of all that dwell therein. All right, and you see all these things that's happening right now that's leading up to this Third World War. Go ahead.
This is a real quick piece. It's John 10, verse 10. I'm not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I come that they might have life and they might have it abundantly.
Yeah, that's their MO. For to kill, to steal, and to destroy. All right, here it is, they destroying their own selves. You know, all because of just greed. All right, and the devil.
said, went out another horse that was red, and the power was given to him that sat upon us to take peace from the earth, and that they shall kill one another, and they was given to him a great sword, and that great horse talking about Esau, man. He was set up to deceive the whole world, man, because the Lord set him up, man. But the Lord is using the men of the Lord to condemn all these things, man, to show you the real truth.
That's right.
And even their own selves, the tongue falling upon their own self. Put it all together according to the scriptures and the prophecies, you know.
Okay, so right here, right, it says, President Donald Trump delivers a speech during the World Economic Forum annual meeting on January 26th in Davos, Eastern Switzerland. His America First stance, telling other world leaders, it grows, so does the world. Now, that reminds what of the scripture that we're talking about here started with, man. That Daniel, it says what? That his look was more stout. Can we get that again? Daniel 7. It's like verse 20. Yeah, something like that. Daniel 7.
7 and 23.
20.
20. And of the that were in the head, and of the other which came up, 3 fell, even of the horn, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth and spake very great things.
Right, and that little horn is what? America, man. It says the horn that came up amongst, you know, and those 3 horns that America took down was what, man? England during the so-called Revolutionary War. He took down Spain during the Spanish-American War, and then he took down France during the French-American War, man. You know, so those are those 3 horns that this little horn took down, which is America. Go ahead, bro.
And a mouth great things than his fellows.
Exactly, man. Was more stout than his fellows. Look at this pompous fucker, man.
Right. Even when he remember he pulled a move when he was walking through the middle of all the people, and then when he pushed people out the way, and then finally he got to the front with.
And those his fellows.
Right.
Those was other Edomites, man.
Right. Yep.
Those was other Edomites. Look at this devil, man.
Yep.
Other world leaders, hey, when the United States grows, so does the world. So nigga, when we get ours, that's so that's pretty much what that's what this devil is telling the rest of the devils. Because they are devils, man. They are Edomites, man. This is all a Edomite ran system, man. That's why Yahweh Shah said, what, man? A kingdom that's divided against itself cannot stand, man. Goddamn devils fight and bicker against each other, man. The Odayaki read that in Habakkuk with thick clay. Well, in Daniel, the 2nd chapter, when you read about the feet, the 10 toes that was mixed with iron and clay, what's that clay? That's the heavy debt, man. So the countries that's in heavy debt, they got to be bailed out. Who bailing them out? Those iron countries, man. You know, the countries like Germany. That's why Germany's talking about exiting. That's why France talking about exiting the EU. You got the Brexit in the EU, man. Because it says just like as iron and clay don't mix, man. It says, let me keep going in this article. It says, North Korea's year-long face-off with the Trump administration has simmered down as Pyongyang independently opened a rare dialogue with its southern U.S.-backed neighbors. And it's crazy, right? Because North Korea and South Korea have been beefing for this long. But this horror is driving them into each other's arms, man. You see? It says the two Koreas, which fought one another in the early 1950s as part of the first and last active conflict of the Cold War, have never found peace. In the latest initiative, jointly in the Olympics to be hosted in Pyeongchang, cross-border hotlines.
And shit, wouldn't South Korea allies with
Yep, that's what it just said.
Yeah.
Yep, it says a U.S.-backed neighbor. You know, so that goes with the Obadiah about what those that was a Confederate with the have been what, man, have took the even to the border, man. Man, you know, same thing it says in Revelation. This Revelation 17 and 16. It said, go ahead, brother, read it from the Bible shop. This shit acting stupid.
It's Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou saw upon a beast, they shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate her flesh.
And they go your allies, man. Not only is the enemies, America's enemies, is going to shoot missiles on this whore as well, man. Your Britons, your France, your Germanys, man. You know. No.
Yeah, one more verse. It's saying, and how will have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, to agree and give their kingdom to beasts into the world, the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled.
Man, you know, everything is going according to Yahweh Basham Yahweh's plan, man.
That's right. Even you heathens joining up and following after the ways of America, man. Now you guys turning on this place. This is all part of the plan. Like the brother Matthew read, man, America has been a golden cup in the Lord's hands, man. The Lord used America to get the nations on board with America, be in league with America for this period of time, man. And now it's time to hey, they turning on this horn, man. You hear Revelation 18? Sorry,
all right, this is Revelation. What? Oh, okay. Revelations 18 and 2. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, it is fallen from the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
There you go, man. And that's how these people got rich. Witchcrafts and whoredoms, man. Now the nations got in league with this whore, man. They followed after this doctrine. They got on they didn't mind democracy as long as they was made rich. As long as they to live deliciously like her, man. Get back in the second chapter. So you can skip down to verse 7.
Cut. Revelation 18 and 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. Saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire for power who judges her.
So that's why you're saying the risings of the nations. All right, talk about their capability of destroying this place with nukes. That they're strong too, that America's weak. But the Lord is done with this place, man. All right, what did it say in Jeremiah 51? They said we would have filled Babylon, but instead let us all go into our own lands. But they done with this place. They're through it. They're not buying. They're done using the U.S. dollar. All right, buying of American debt. All right, basically bearing and carrying the burden of America. They're gonna let this bitch fall. All right, and great war comes that. You keep going.
Okay. It says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Right, so it's a love hate. They okay with this place as long as they get paid, because it said that the nations drink that wine and we're mad.
Right.
They through with this bitch, but it's like shit. We are getting rich off her. Yeah. We are in this position of power. All right, because who was the number one? China. And look at what they are now. You know, they think they next in line to rule.
Right.
They're like, look, we got all this great benefits off of this war. All right. But they mad at the bullshit they do. So now they speaking up against it. They still like, damn, we only could have kept getting that money.
Yep.
Damn, it would have been all good.
Yep. Now they see that it's fool's gold, man. They've been had, you know, and like you say, if they would have continued to get those delicacies, and if it was still, you know, abounding, then they'd be straight. But now that it's not, so they sad at seeing that. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they shit is going down. You know. You got something,
bro? This is Ezekiel 27, and I'm gonna start at 24, but I'm gonna jump around. It says Ezekiel 27 and 24. It says, these were thy merchants in all sorts of things, in blue clothes, and broidered work, and in chests of rich apparel, bound with cords, and made of cedar among thy merchandise. The ships of Tarshish did sing thee in thy market, and thou wast replenished and made very glorious in the midst of the seas. Right? And it's talking about today, America, man. It says, thy roars have brought thee into great riches in thy fairs, thy merchandise, thy mariners, hawkers, and the occupiers of thy merchandise, and all thy men of war that are in thee, and in all thy company which is in the midst of thee, shall fall into the midst of the seas in the day of thy ruin. So like the brother said, we would have healed Babylon, but let us all flee, man. You know, so this whole place is gonna fall. I'm just keep reading through. It says, the suburbs shall shake at the sound of the cry of thy pilots. All that handle the oar, the mariners, and all the pilots of the sea shall come down from their ships. They shall stand upon the land, and shall cause their voice to be heard against thee, and shall cry bitterly, and shall cast up dust upon their heads. They shall wallow themselves in the ashes. Just like when you read the Revelation 18, it says that they mourn, you know, because of that great whore was taken down. Why? Because nobody buys their merchandise anymore. It says, verse 31, and they shall make themselves utterly bald for thee, and gird them with sackcloth, and they shall weep for thee with bitterness of heart and bitter wailing. And in their wailing, they shall take up a lamentation for thee, and lament over thee, saying, what city is like Tyrus in the midst of the sea? Right? And that's another name for America, man. You know, because this place is considered as a ancient Tyre as well, man. Ancient Tyrus, Tyre is the same word. Was made rich through merchandise. Thou fillest many people, rich the kings of the earth with the multitude of thy riches and of thy merchandise, man. So everything was cool and straight when you was getting paid, when you was getting filled, when you was being made rich. Off of what, man? Off of the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites, man. The most consuming if that's a word, the most consumist people on this planet, man. You know?
This is Jeremiah 50 and 41. It says, behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, everyone put in array, like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. All right, so all these nations are coming against you, man. You know, and like the brother was saying, the intercontinental ballistic missiles is going to be shot over here from you know, destroy the lies and all the wickedness, all the pump. All right, and it's being made bare. It's being made uncovered by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
This is Nahum 3. I'm gonna start it. Nahum 3 and 15. There shall the fire devour thee, the sword shall cut thee off, it shall eat thee up like the cankerworm, as the cankerworm. So has multiplied thy merchants above the stars of heaven, the cankerworms for Nahum 3. Let's start at 15. I'm gonna read it over. There shall the fire devour thee, the sword shall cut thee off, it shall eat thee up like the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the cankerworm, make thyself many as the locust. And that's what the time we're witnessing now, man. These armies, whether it's American army or these foreign troops, they're preparing for the battle, man. For this great war. Right? That man inside of them as the cankerworms, man. All right. And just like went out and gathered many merchants, those same many merchants are now turning into many enemies, man. All right. The Americans to fight off these enemies got to turn themselves into and spread themselves out too thin. All right. We keep going. Thou hast multiplied thy merchants above the stars of heaven. The cankerworm spoiled them fly away. So now these merchants got some money. They got power. They got resources enough to make weapons. And now what do we see happening? They turn on this horde, man. They making themselves many against this place. Thy crown are as the locusts, and thy captain as the grass camp in the hedges in the cold day. But when the sun arises, they flee away, and their place is not known where they are. So the American army is going to have to deal with a shitload of people. They're going to be spread out everywhere, man. You got to visualize that when it's cold, the locusts all there bundled up. But when that sun comes, spread out, man. And you can't find them, man. That's what is happening here, man. Spread thin, man. Thy shepherds slumber, O king of Syria. Thy nobles shall dwell in the dust. Thy people is scattered upon the mountains, and no man gathered them. There you go. America's it's already spread out there. They got military bases everywhere. And they don't know where to go, who to fight. Shit, where the fuck gonna be at? These merchants are through with you, man. Hey, that money ain't coming. Their economy's fucking up. Yo, perverse way of living is fucking them up. And really, your unbalance is now they realize that they've been tricked. That's really fucking up. The money they thought they had, they ain't really got. Shit, they economy gonna crash right along with yours. And you're gonna have many enemies, man. There is no healing. North Korea is just one. Hey, North Korea is soon to be back united with South Korea. Japan is soon to be done with America. All right, just as Turkey gets through this place, which is one of this place. This is what's happening across the globe, man. There is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. All that hear the brood of thee shall clap their hands over thee. For upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually? So all these nations are like, so basically one nation's like, yo, I'm through with America. Another's like, yeah, me too. Yeah, me three. And everybody, yeah. Let's get this bitch. That's what's happening, man. They're right, yeah, man. That motherfucker did get this tungsten gold when they was trying to pay this debt. They did come bring these hyperinflation over here because of this system and their credit score. And now we finna fall down with them. Hey, they did bomb us. Japan, this country that's got rich off of America. But what happened? How did they get started? They did get bombed by you. They didn't forget that shit. You are the reason North Korea and South Korea has split up. Shit. All right? These Arabs, they forgot what the fuck you've been doing and still doing over there, man. All these nations are waiting for that moment, man. And that money, that well is drying up. And you've seen it, man. North Korea is just one of many that's still at this place, man. Hell, Iran been talking big shit against them for the longest. Even of the 10 toes that you got, the other EU nations, they through. Germany saying, "Oh, we can't let America keep being the one that dictates what we do internationally, man." They're tired of you spreading this violence, like you said, this violence, this jungle across the globe, man. For upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually, man. Everybody's done, man, because you've played the fucking world. You brought violence across the globe, man, to get whatever you needed, whatever America needed, so it can use it up riotously. They want to hit and they'll bomb the fuck out of you, make you get illegal. Basically, the trick is this. You're going to come up with natural resource. Here we go. We'll give you the funding to go ahead and use this resource you got so you too can become rich like us. Now, if you accept this deal, great. Here's the money. If you don't accept it, all right, now you're going to have to deal with this war, set up a fake coup, like the brother said. All right, and then we're still going to make you take this money, interest on this money. Or you can't pay this interest because we just made this currency up. Well, don't worry about it. We'll keep loaning you this money. You deal with whatever rules we place. You got to use the U.S. dollar for international trades. You got to set your barrels of oil for this price, whether you're dealing with us or another country, and we still get a percent because you're using the U.S. dollar. Well, if you pay your debt, you don't have to worry about this. Or you can't pay it, well, here you go. These are the rules. And nations are through with this wickedness, man. You've tricked the world and got them to run through the world's resources for your benefits, man, for your gain, so you can live delicious over here, like Kim Jong said, man. All right, what is this, Kim Jong Un? It was his father, right? Yeah, Kim Jong Un. That's exactly what he said, man. Sean, you wouldn't talk in the second chapter. Two and start at 5. So started on 1. Let's get down.
Solomon 2:1. For the ungodly said, wisdom with themselves, but not of right, our life tedious and in the death of a man remedy, neither was there any to have returned from the grave.
Right, so this is the mindset of the wicked. And Malachi 1:4 lets you know Esau was that wicked. Who did they wicked spread upon? All right, and who has gone across the globe and took over? Esau, so wait a minute.
Time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Verse 6. Come on, therefore, let us rejoice the good things.
Enjoy.
Enjoy the good things presented and present. Speedily use the creatures like as in you. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine, ornaments, ointments, flower of the spring has dried up.
So let us do the entire world, man. Else. And get your oil batteries, man. They over there fucking them up for these damn lithium for the batteries, man. That's America. They just destroying whole lands, man. All right, like they show in now this is an older movie, but they show in that movie Dukes of Hazzard. All right, Boss Hogg was finna get rid. He was finna destroy that. All he was getting rid of lands. He was using underhanded laws, control these farmlands to go ahead and mine for coal. He didn't care about these people, his land to take all this coal, and it wasn't even needed. But it's about that money and just running through the resources of this place, man. Whatever comes to mind, we gotta have it. We gotta try this out. This. What can we do with that? That's the mind of Esau. They just gotta fucking take everything, man. Even from the goddamn earth. There's plenty is continuously the market for paper and shit, but put together. There's plenty of oil already in reserve. Why are they still mining for oil? Why are they still drilling for oil? Why are they over the Middle East for oil? We got oil reserves over here that we don't even fucking use. They just stockpile everything in America, man.
I want Joe call it.
Right, right.
Verse 8. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Of us go without his part of our
Voluptuousness.
Voluptuousness.
Voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
And what's the tokens of their joyfulness, man? Hey, that one video that the Elder Malcolm was like about when Esau got the rulership, he was walking through this fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that Esau been somewhere, man, when that place has been fucking sucked dry, man.
Stop. They got to tell you to stop putting the fucking rhinos or the elephants. They going extinct. They hunting for the damn ivory.
Right.
Hunting for fun of it. This is what we're dealing with. Let's just do it all. Let's fuck it. You like fucking ivory? Let's go kill it. Let's go kill all the fucking animals that produce it, man. Just using the shit up, man, for no reason.
I mean, you simply die for it to run its course in nature. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, now you some mighty hunter or some shit, man. I see so. Take your ass and go hand to paw combat with that motherfucker. See what happens, man. You're such a mighty fucking hunter.
of the
age.
age. Let our strength be the law of justice.
And that's what they've been on, you know. Let our strength be the law of justice. They were blessed with the blessing of the sword, and that's why they do nothing but kill, steal, and destroy. You know, because that's what they were blessed with that strength of the sword, man.
Say what? He mischief by law, man. You know? Fucking woe to him that decree unrighteous decrees, man. What it means when he said, let his strength be the justice, man. Or let his law, let his strength, read that again for me, Brother Bible. I don't want to butcher it.
It says, this is Wisdom Solomon in the left points.
Wow.
Be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be worth.
The different fucking sanctions that he put on the different countries, man, the different things. If you do this, you won't be allowed to do that. You know, the different shit that he put on his books. You know, his so-called laws, man.
Right, and then say they'll work their way to your land, or he's committing all right, let's use what the fuck they blame 9/11 on? What's the name? Osama bin Laden. All right, yeah, they got weapons of mass destruction. We're going over there to protect the world, to protect us from terrorists, right? And then they go over there and do what? Just grab all the fucking poppy fields, man. To this day, they talking about this shit is an opioid war for opioids, man. America, that's what Esau does, man. They go and find shit. They made a whole pharmaceutical market where they got to take natural resources by the abundance. All right, because you can't just go to nature here and say, no, we got to take a huge amount of shit, repurpose it. You got to buy it from us. Using the world up by not just letting people get natural shit. They got to get this stuff. Take a bunch of ingredients to make this one little pill, and you could have took 2 fucking herbs. That'd have been it. But that's the mind of Esau, man. All right, they went and conquered the world to make that money. And what did you say? That is feeble, weak and feeble is nothing, man. They don't care about the poor. They make you poor. It's like
I was gonna say shithole country, like
right.
You said, you know.
Right. Hey, that's in Ecclesiastes. He's talking about the foolish king. It says he that is born in his kingdom shall become poor. What about the people said the rich get rich and the poor get poor. And you heathens that do get rich, it's only so they can run through your fucking country, man. All right? You sold out your fellow citizens. You're looking after so you can get a little bit of money.
Yep.
And now you realize that you've been bullshitted, you've been robbed, and that you are expendable because when you get your limit, when you reach your limit, what happened? Assassinated, or they frame some shit on you and you out of office, man. They say the people of your country don't want you to be ruling no more. But in the meantime, it was all good until you was like, no, I ain't gonna do this. This too far for me. Do this shit. And America show you how expendable you are. Fuck you. We'll get rid of you. We'll get somebody else a little bit of money. Make your ass poor. Like the princes in Saudi Arabia. They over there taking that money from them to give to their people, man. They trying to lock them up and they grabbing away. Yo, look, get his money over there. All right, now what? More people, that just made more people turn on America, man.
Yep. And what's crazy, you gonna have some of these motherfuckers in these other nations who's actually gonna cry over the destruction of this place, man. So to let you know that those motherfuckers ain't care about their people. You know?
Hey.
Yep.
You know? It's a love-hate thing with these people, man.
Mm-hmm. And another example of it says, let the justice and what is feeble is found nothing worse. You go to the landowners, man. Here it is. You're supposed to own a plot of land, but if you can't pay, it's something that you pay yearly.
Property tax.
I think it's the property tax, right? If you can't pay the property tax, then they ain't gonna come take what the fuck's supposed
And that's part of how they gain countries.
Yeah.
Our countries.
Yep.
You can't pay this loan back. All right, well, take our products, produce these products for this low ass price, and then the here's these countries allow this shit to happen, because they getting a cut out of it. They goddamn Pepsis. They can drink their Coca-Colas, man. So people can get a new iPhone every fucking year. A new Android model every year. All right? People can keep putting gas in their cars from oil from foreign countries. We got our own oil reserves that's not being touched. Keep producing this metal to make cars every year. They make everything. They just keep producing shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
America and the spirit they put out there across the globe as spirit, man.
Yep.
And that shit is dried up the earth.
What Venezuela supposedly has the largest amounts of oil reserves out of all the countries, but yet they so broke.
Hey, because they went to play ball.
You know,
they stopped playing ball.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled the plug on it. All right, fuck it. And look how fast they crashed, man. And the nations are realizing that, man. Look, America ain't fucking with you. America only like you when they can benefit from you.
That's it. If you have need of thee,
mm-hmm.
Like you said in Sirach, yep.
Mm-hmm. And that's why, hey, that Nahum 3, I'm gonna bounce up real quick. It's Nahum 3, and 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts. And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. And I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. So the nations are realizing how big of a whore you are, man. All right, you've been exposed for the devil that you are. They're realizing that you set them up. Hey, that this debt, this big clay, that this IMF, this money they've got on, guess what? It won't last forever. And now when you fall, they're going to be fucked up too. All right, they realizing how you played them on getting their resources. They realizing the trick of how this made up economy works. All right, and remembering the bullshit you get to the power, the position of power you have, man. Cast an abominable filth upon thee, and make thou gaze and stop. All right, and that filth is being poured upon you.
Mm-hmm.
The nations are remembering who you are. How you got that power over Japan? All right, how you got control over certain parts of the Middle East, man?
What do you call the Lord said, I will, it says shameful spewings.
Khan shall be upon thee.
You know?
That's Habakkuk 2.
Hey, and that's that filth. That's the shameful spewings, man. You know? Esau did a whole lot of backhand wicked ass shit, man. And now it's all coming to the forefront.
Yep, as prophesied, you know, and then as like these articles that the brothers are going into, you know, it's just showing and it's backing what the scriptures say, you know, and here it is. We just let you know through the Spirit, you know, this is what it is. This is what's about to happen. All right, we see it right here. We watch it, you know.
Mm-hmm. You got something else? You did the back of the second chapter.
What that wisdom?
Huh?
Oh, that's
Sorry, fine.
Go back at 2, verse 5. He also, because he transgressed by wine, is a proud man, neither keep it at home.
Right, talking about the doctrine. All right, he got everybody off his doctrine of violence. All right.
Who in?
But right, because look, America go around to be a peace, bring peace to the world, but it seems like they peace come with a whole lot of killing and no solutions afterwards, man. It's more killings.
Right.
When did the killing ever stop? It's one thing, you know, you kill off the bad and the good flourish. They killing and bullshit, man. It's like Gaddafi. Look, They went and pushed this propaganda that Gaddafi was this bad person. Meanwhile, he's over there putting together basically a water system north of Africa. We're finna get north solid currency, but they set up and killed this man. That lie, that propaganda, all right, out there that he was a damn war criminal. The people over there hated him. They loved him over there.
Yep.
All right, that's what America does, man. They spew that wine, that lies, their philosophies, their doctrine, man, and bring chaos. Because now look, it's all fucked up over there since then. All right, got the president out of Egypt just, and then right after that, it got the riots really started happening, real riots. So they citizens really was pissed off about that shit.
It was you talking about Libya, right? And his sons, though, you know, they was talking big shit, you know, and that's them rising up. They ain't scared of you, motherfuckers, man. You know, they what he said? He said, the Libyan people will never accept America. They will never accept NATO. He's like, you know, y'all think we some punk bitches. He's like, hey, the Libyan people are what he said? He said, we are not a piece of cake. We are not a Mickey Mouse. You
right,
know?
right. I remember that. He said not Mickey Mouse.
Right.
That's what I remember.
Yeah. You know, they ain't scared no more, man. They seeing all this bullshit that y'all on, man. You know, this wickedness that y'all on. All right. But now, you know, a lot of them has waxed and fat and gotten rich, and so like they got something to play with you.
Then you fucked up. You made them many merchants, man. But now what? The merchants got money to buy the same toys you got.
Yep.
I got something for y'all. This is Psalm 28:3. It says, "Draw me not away with the wicked, and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts," man. And that's Esau, man, because he go to these different countries, talking about, oh, he's gonna make the economy better. It's gonna make the way of life better. And what happens, man? Right. It gets worse, man.
The people over there are not happy with their ruler. We're gonna set it up so that things will be better, like they're trying to do with the side. Well, things will be better once we do this. But then they say the terrorists are removed. All right, now Russia and Syria say the terrorists are gone out of Syria. What Americans say? Oh no, we still got to stay in this land. In case something happens with Iran. But then instead of fucking Iran, they started getting into it with Turkey now, man. All right, now they're talking putting terrorists, what Turkey considered terrorists on the border. All right, and now Turkey is pissed off with them. All right, because America ain't about fucking peace. If it was about the terrorists, why they didn't leave Syria? All right, because they trying to gain control over the fucking world, man.
That's it.
All right, have the rulership of the world, have all the resources of the world, use them as they fucking feel. All right, like a damn mad scientist. All right, this is who we're dealing with, man. The fucking devil.
It said, I'm gonna read 5 and 5 again. So back up 2 and 5. He also, because he transgressed by wine, is a proud man. Neither keep it at home, to enlarge his desire as hell, and is at death, and cannot be satisfied.
That's right. And like it says, he would not his beef, still he had enough. Esau gleaning damn grapes, man. They want every goddamn thing, man.
Gather into him all nations, and even into him all people.
And that's his mind. He wants everybody under him, man. And if you don't get down with him, he's willing to you until you bow down to his will.
Well, yeah, if you're not down with him, then you're a bad guy. You over, a war criminal. You're a dictator. You're killing your people. That's what you're doing. If you don't get down,
you over there killing your citizens. Meanwhile, chemtrails flying over our heads and shit. The president giving a speech, chemtrail right over his damn head.
So, it say, shall not all that take up a proverb against him, and taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increased that which is not his. How long? And that to him that lateth himself with thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall big thee, awake that shall vest thee, and shall be for the booty into them?
Right. So you thought you was gonna keep robbing these people, and they wasn't eventually. Right. That's why it says. Fucking money, man. They printing fake. They printing nothing out of thin air, and you give it this shit and give it to you. They telling you got it in your bank account. Provide funding for their own shit.
Right.
They make and build over there.
It's there.
Right. It's there. You give them a whole resource. You give them control over your lands. You give them a vote for whatever next country they want to go into and do the same thing to. All right. Talk about NATO. You know, go ahead.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Because of man's blood, and for the violence of the land, and of cities, and all that dwell therein. Woe to him that covereth as evil covetousness to his house, that he rests on high, that he might be delivered from the power of.
Right. So it says, what? Woe to him that have an evil covetousness to his neighbor's house, man. Got a precept. This is Sirach 14, get straight to the point. Verse 9. It says, a covetous man's eye, which is your mind, right? Because everything your eye see, what it goes to you, man. When the serpent said that the tree was good for food, and she seen it and she desired, right? It goes into your mind's eye. It says a covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul, man. And that's Esau Edom. He wasn't satisfied with the portion that the Lord given him, man. So he goes and takes everybody else's, man.
Right.
You know, because it says it right here. This is Proverbs 27:20. Are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied, man. The things that the Lord told the serpent, man. He said, upon thy belly thou shalt go. When it means upon thy belly, it means he's going to be living after his flesh, man. You know, whatever his mind wanted, he was going to give it to his flesh. You see? And that's how Esau Edom taught everybody to be, man. That Wisdom of Solomon in the 2nd chapter. He teaches everybody that YOLO spirit, man. You know? He teaches everybody that if it feels good, then do it. He teaches everybody what? That Satanism, man. Do as thou wilt. You know? And that's why he feel he can do whatever the fuck he wants, man.
Back in verse 10, they say this to thy house by cutting off many people, and have sinned against their soul. For the stony shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer. Woe unto him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity.
And then they did that to their own lands, but then they go to these other countries, destroy them, hey, like Japan, and build them back up as cities, but under their thumb, man. And it says, woe to him that does that, because guess what? Shall not they rise up against thee that shall bite thee suddenly, man? And that's what's going to happen. And that's what is happening, man. All right? Man. Yeah, right now, China is kind of cool with America, but that shit over with. South Korea is kind of cool with America. That shit's over with. All right? Japan, they did a backhand deal with China to use a different digital transfer for their international deals instead of the ACH payments, man. These people are fucking this place up by getting off the dollar. All right? By trying to figure out how to get away from this war, man. The sword is going to be a just flat out war. Because America is also trying to stay afloat. So now they got to force people make moves too. It's only going to further these other heathens turn on them more and more. It's like, you go ahead.
Because behold, it is not of the Lord a host that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity. For the earth shall be fulfilled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the water covers the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor a drink, that putteth that bottle to him, and making him drunken, also that they might look on their nakedness.
God, you forced your way of life upon the world, man. A prime example. If you don't allow homosexuality in your land, then you will not get aid from America. This is a direct quote basically from Obama, man. They forced this Western mindset across the globe. Taking down presidents, putting in puppets. So they can import all their fucking delicacies. Like it says in Revelation, they cinnamon, everything. They made a whole list, man. A few verses, long verses.
Yep. It says souls of men.
Right.
So they did there go your slave trafficking, your sex trafficking, man. So you get all these little children for these little pedophile shit, man.
And just the people, when they make these loans to countries, all right, the people being the collateral, getting social security numbers, all of that. Trafficking too. Trafficking. The black for body parts, black market body parts, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
They say they are filled with shame. Thou also, and let their foreskins be uncovered. The cup of the Lord, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned into thee, and the shameful suing shall be on the glory.
And as you being exposed for the devil that you are, man. All right? And you can't hide it, man. The nations were so blinded for that he was so great of a country getting that money. And they saw a better way of life in their mind for themselves. They completely forgot about how he was gaining all this power. They ignored it. Now they can't help but deal with it, man, because now it's at their front doors. It's too ridiculous. All right. And they themselves now also have power because they have gotten made many merchants. Now they can buy them same toys, man. Hey, they ain't stopped making guns, they made yours. So look, North Korea got nukes. Elon got nukes. All right. These different lands got all these gooks got nukes, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's over with.
Yeah, it said let the weak say I'm strong.
Mm-hmm.
And right here it says, Kim, which is Kim Jong-un, his possession of nuclear weapons and intercontinental missiles capable of hitting the U.S. by arguing they provided a deterrent against U.S. invasion, man. So he was like, look, man, I got these just in case you want to get happy and bring your ass over here, nigga. You did Iraq like you did Afghanistan.
Places, Joe Biden, like I said, your glory, that Muslim Solomon. There you go. How's that shameful spill going to be shown? What is going to be showing? Go ahead.
Let me shall cover thee.
Other countries, man. Now, you can't run away from the shit you did. I got one real quick. It's Psalm 73 and 5. Trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Passes them about as a chain. So they wear that shit. You got the kicks, he got violent kicks, violence, smoker's jacket.
What's that thing? No mercies, nigga.
Right. Can't hide from it. So now the nation's like, look, now we gotta provide violence back to his ass.
That's right.
Go ahead.
They rock that shit like Flavor Flav clock, boy.
Right. Big ass violent chains.
Man.
It's that in the
ICBM
Right.
chains and shit, medallions.
I'm gonna get you sucker to do the died. Was it Junebug who used to like rock all them chains? Yeah, I went too far back, my bad. But it was a bunch of them. You know
You
what I'm
said
saying?
Busta Rhymes.
No, you gonna have to check that out.
All them goddamn chains on, man, and shit.
Right. When he just that Cassie Bossy had video with him and Mr. T. They was taking chains and sharing them and shit. That's American in you that's sharing violence and shit. Well, you can fuck up South Africa. I'm gonna go fuck up with the Middle East. You gonna have to handle apartheid. Let me go fuck with these Afghanistanians, man. These Afghans. You go ahead and deal with the South Africans. Hey, no, you know what? You go ahead. You fuck up Australia. You take out the Aboriginals. I'm gonna let you ready. You can borrow my motherfucking coat. Yeah, it's cool. That's what they did, man. He's all been destroying the fucking planet with violence, man. But you had this one today. Obama, yes.
And the spoil of the beast, which made them afraid because of man's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city and of all that dwell therein.
So the shit you put out there, that violence, the same terror you put out there, is going to be brought on you, man. It's that simple. Now the nations are ready to put beast on your ass, man. To bring terror to you. All right? To bite you with the teeth of the lion, man. Talking about them nukes. All right? Talking about all the missiles. Because that's another thing too, man. Hey, the Lord is slacking. The Lord is having these nations replenish all of their arsenal, man. They ain't gonna learn war no more. Everything on this bitch. All right, nukes, fucking every kind of missile and bomb they got. They ain't gonna need it no more. They ain't gonna learn war no more, man. They're about to get it all out their system right now. So and Esau was gonna do something enough to piss these nations off that fucking bad. The Lord's gonna put that spirit on them that just fuck it. We gotta destroy this whole with everything we got. Send them everything. Russia gonna use old ass the weapons from the Cold War, man. Shit rusting, they're gonna blow the dust off. They don't want that old ass missile, man. Sick of your fucking violence, man.
Yeah, like the scriptures call you what? The violent man, man. It says the kingdom of heaven suffered violence and the violent take it by force, man. Who is that? It was the Romans during the time of Yahushua when he made that statement, but shit, man.
Hey, who's the Romans?
Yeah, that characteristic is throughout the whole world, man.
So-called white man, the same spirit. Was it on? Whenever was it on that? We can push the article out.
God, that's if this motherfucker ain't acting stupid.
He's acting stupid. We gonna be stronger.
Yeah. Man, I can read what we got. It says while Trump has unilaterally taken credit for pressuring North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un into talks, the U.S. has not officially recognized the effort because North Korea has not explicitly put its nuclear weapons on the table. And that's like you go into a motherfucking free for all or a gunfight or something. You tell them motherfuckers, hey, well, put all your weapons on the table while you hide your shit, man. You ain't putting your shit on the table, but I want you to put your weapons and shit on the table, man. That's madness, man. It says, though it has indicated it may do so under certain conditions, Kim has justified his possession of nuclear weapons and intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of hitting the U.S. by arguing they provided a deterrent against U.S. invasion. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson recently co-hosted a summit of nations that fought on South Korea's side in the mid-20th century conflict and affirmed that military force was still an option in handling North Korea and its. The meeting, which took place in Canada, was condemned by China, North Korea, and Russia, all of which were initially not invited, despite being the key players in the current crisis on the Korean Peninsula. Invited but declined.
Right. So you got all these heathens that's not fucking with them, trying to take down North Korea from having these weapons, man.
And it was all based off what? It says the current crisis on the Korean Peninsula. But it said that those nations that wasn't invited was the ones that was involved in it. So how you ain't gonna invite these people to it, and that's they the whole reason of the conflict? You know? And that goes to what? America doing what, man? Being that hammer of the earth, man. Matter of fact, let me grab that.
Hey, while you get it, I'll read this. The next paragraph that says, while Russia and China supported communist North Korea during the Korean War, they too opposed their militarized neighbor's nuclear weapons program, right? Have nukes either. Because nobody wants the next motherfucker to have a nuke because they want some power. Opposed the U.S. growing military presence in the Asia Pacific, which they saw as something that undermined their own respective national security. So nobody want America to get too close to them because they're like, look, they trying to fight everywhere they go. They have to fucking them lands up and get some power over there. You know, having a coup start over there, man. They're like, we'd rather have this crazy North Koreans with these nukes than have America over here, man. At least North Korea want to use nukes on the damn enemy, the number one enemy.
This motherfucker might be crazy. At least he got integrity. You know what I'm saying? This goddamn devil, man, Esau, man, he is smiling in your face. Hey, well, we read all the scriptures, man. Says when trouble comes, he'll be there first, but he's supposed to be there helping you. Just like all the different countries that had so-called natural disasters, like Haiti with the earthquake a couple years back, man. This devil, not just America, but no, the UN peacekeepers, man. Because their whole shit is the system of Esau, man. Here it is, these fucking UN so-called peacekeepers, man, go into these different countries, man, and what do you find, man? They raping women, they raping children, extorting and exploiting the people there, and you're supposed to be there helping these people, man. That goes back to that Wisdom of Solomon in the second chapter. Those that are feeble are found to be worth nothing, man. That's Esau Edom's mindset. That's why the Georgia Guidestones say what, man? Keep humanity under 500 million. Here it is, it's 7 point. They say it's estimated 7.5 billion people on the planet. So you telling me you're gonna kill off 6-7 billion people, man? Just like that, fuck it. You know? But this is Jeremiah 50 and 23, straight to the point. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations, man? And that's pretty much what it was, what it's alluding to right here, man.
Right.
Here it is, the Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, he co-hosted a summit of nations, so he get all the motherfuckers there to talk about a situation that they ain't got shit to do with him, man. And then you don't invite the ones who the situation pertains to. You over there all in a whole other side of the world talking about how you gonna handle things, nigga. And you can't even handle things on the side of the world that you live on.
And that's why when this war when shit start happening, and the fucking U.S. Army gonna be as that locusts when that sun comes, spread all over the fucking place, man. Stretching themselves too thin. Got their hand in everybody's fucking business, man. Just like Rome, it's the same. That's our own thing.
All the telltale.
Yeah, that was
No, that's all the signs there, man.
read one thing, actually working on some piece of shit for the they're talking about the Olympic Games and shit. But America's gonna be the ones that unite them, man.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, control all the delete. But look, the pride of America is to turn on. These niggas saying America first. When America grows, the world grows. All that shows is what this whole thing's been about. America. Other people only got brother, all right, to benefit America. And that's if he was lucky. Fucking destroyed. And very few of them had got riches, man. Turn this place. So I hope it's edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai.
double honors to the apostles, and shouting to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity.
Shalom.
Next time I pop up, you should close it instead of wait.